Hey peeps, it's Mike. This is a review for Wonder Woman Experience, Justice League Unlimited, the animated series, the animated films, some of the comics to the video games, and Justice. Expectations were kind of mixed because of how all the female-led comic book films are. They're terrible. Here's another one. I saw it in the theater with my uncle and cousin. A great surprise with a couple of bumps in the third act. One of them, there's too many villains. One fizzles out towards the end. The acting, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, Diana, is good and has good facial expressions. Chris Pine, Steve, gives a good performance, was energetic and charismatic. Also, they both have good chemistry together. Connie Nielsen, Hitoya, played Wonder Woman's mother, was good, showed concern for her daughter. Danny Hudson, Ludendorff, typecast, always the villain, but good for a foil. Lisa Lovenkensling was awkward, but not awful. And everyone else did a good job. Towards the end, there's a good message. Unfortunately, it contradicts itself with doing the opposite. There's good character moments and backstory, so the film delivers on fundamentals. The balance of lightheartedness and seriousness in the film is well done. The team they have is distinct, goes along with the visual media bit of something to their character. The action, the whole no man's land scene was awesome with her trudging through, putting the beat down on the Germans. The cinematography, very cinematic, wides throughout. Wide with the camera at the back of Diana outside, walking to the museum. A wide of Wonder Woman trudging through no man's land, blocking bullets, using the shield with dead trees in the background. Wide of Wonder Woman on the beach looking at Steve's plane crashing down into the ocean. Interesting things to know, there was so many people for the role of Wonder Woman. They either turned it down or were considered for it. Angelina Jolie, Ava Green, Christina Hendricks, Sandra Bullock, Jessica Biel, Ludendorff, actually a historical German commander, had this gas thing in the movie, so it's sort of in real life with that. There was a gas. He used mustard gas. This was in development since 1996. They were trying to make a Wonder Woman movie. Different directors on board. They left because of creative differences, butting heads with the execs. Josh Whedon was one of them. It was gonna write it. Ivan Reitman, 1996 he was supposed to be dropped. The no man's land scene, Patty Jenkins had to fight the execs to keep that scene. The best action scene in the movie. The dinguses, Warner Brothers didn't want the scene. Thankfully, it's in the movie. Overall, a surprisingly good female-led comic book film that kicks butt and has heart. Definitely recommend this one, and it's collection worthy. Spoiler warning. Another thing I would say what's good about this movie is the subtlety. They don't call her Wonder Woman at all. They call her Diana by her real name. Another thing with Dr. Poison, they just call her Dr. Mara. At one point they do call her Dr. Poison. I also appreciated that the whole movie was self-contained. No sequel bait. And no end credits either. But Wonder Woman, she's going into the story. You go into her flashback, they show all that, and she's a little devil and getting training, even though the mother doesn't want her to train. Better as it progresses. Then all of a sudden, Steve crashing down the plane. She rescues him. Then it starts, you find out there's these German guys too. They come and they have a fight and take them down. With Steve, they find out with the Amazons, that lasso of truth they use, what's going on, the war happening. The mother doesn't want her to go. She does go with Steve, sail off in a boat, and they go to England. When they had that montage of her changing, paying homage to the Richard Donner Superman. You have her with fake glasses, with a revolving door, having trouble with that, saving Steve in the alleyway, getting shot, just like Superman did with Lois. It was good homage. You had that going on because they were being followed. He does have the book, the Dr. Poison's book about the the whole gas. With the villains, the one, you have Lunadov, and he's a typical villain. Even at one point kills his own men with the gas. Very cliched. You have Dr. Mara, Dr. Poison. They try to make her a tragic character because the disfigurement on her face, like Phantom of the Opera. She's still a maniacal villain. They needed better execution. They had the book. They give it to them. They try to set up a team. They set up the team. Then they go out. They see the horrors of war and people being injured. And she's on a mission, Wonder Woman, to get Ares. You stop Ares, you stop the whole war. They're on it, and they want to stop Lunadov and the plane gas. Is also the other mission. You go through No Man's Land, awesome action sequence. After that, you just have a nice wind down moment with them, that they had this dinner banquet thing. They're in disguise. And go in, trying to get Lunadov closer to them, get more intel, try to stop it. That doesn't quite go that well. They do test out the gas and they gas the village. She runs out, can't save the people, the horrors of war again. And then she goes running off and then to the base. And then they go running. Steve runs after her too. And then they go. She fights Lunadov, kills Lunadov. Steve gives a good message because once she kills him, she realizes still bad things are happening. She thought, oh, this is gonna stop it. There's like a good message there that there's not one being controlling it. There's just bad people doing bad things because it's the way they are. Unfortunately, it contradicts itself. After that, then Ares shows up. Ares says, it was me the whole time. Oh no. I whispered into their ears the ideas and the weapons and oh. It was kind of obvious that he's the guy. You kind of knew, even though he was a good actor, did for Lewis, does become like a big CGI thing towards the end, sort of the CGI monster thing towards the third act. They get into the fight. There's a good character moments because the team tries to stop the plane. Steve goes up. Before then, he tells Wonder Woman that he loves her and wish he has more time. He gives her his watch and goes off. Self-sacrifices himself, and that was really good. And then she remembers that while fighting Ares, and then Ares says, kill Dr. Poison. There was a good character moment there. She doesn't kill Dr. Poison, even though Dr. Poison magically disappears. That's another bad thing with the third act. She kills Ares. The fight ends. They stop fighting. Then they celebrate her seeing a picture of Steve and thinking about Steve, missing him. Then her going back as she was telling the story from the beginning. Another subtlety, there wasn't any forced cameos. There was just a Wayne truck. There's no forced cameo Batman. The film, they filmed in real locations in England, Italy, mixed with some CGI, and so there was no green screen. Justice League slog of CG. Bikes, reviews, art, and more. I take movie review request and drawing request. If you have any, put in the comments section below. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Macari, DeviantArt, Letterboxd. What's going on? Driving is still good. Recently spent time with my brothers and cousin. That was good, being with family. And saw the new John Wick, and that was really good. Just the villains were weak, the scenes dragged. Did add a theater reaction to that with them. And probably my next movie I'm gonna see, Beau is Afraid, the new Joaquin Phoenix. I might have to go again to the Regal and PA again, where I saw Inside. It seems more like an independent movie, just like that one was. Movie reviews coming up. Doctor Strange, since I did the second. Aliens, and do the first John Wick. First Equalizer, since the third one's coming out. Did already, it's on Letterboxd, the second one. I gotta rework it for a video. I had to plan a day with me and my uncle in a studio, re-record Baby Bird song. I practiced a little bit. I need to practice more though. I am nervous a bit, and then I had to do the breathing a little better to breathe to the side, then into the mic. And back to the harmonizers, singing like Tuesday nights, good going out there. I feel very happy again. It's been like a couple years since. I'm back, baby. I gotta practice more too. Made business cards, you can see it. That's my drawings right there, and this is the business card. What I do, where you can follow me on. Gave it out to some people, some of the harmonizers too. I made a t-shirt. I'm trying to make a business out of this. A squid skull shirt. Had it like for 4 weeks. It's good. The print is good. There's no problems. Like, keep it inside out and put it through the wash. I'm gonna use Printify though to see if I can buy them and then sell it myself, because they take 47% of the sales, and that's too much. I'm making nothing then. I'm gonna get maybe like 5 men's shirts, large. Large is a good size, and it's not too big, not too small. And 5 women's large shirts, and they're both navy blue with the squid skull on it and the name. That's my goal. I need 1,000 subscribers. God, thank you for the ones that have subscribed, the 21 so far. Build the Peep Nation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of Wonder Woman. What things that you liked or didn't like, and I think it's the best female led. For me it is. It's an easy, it's a unanimous with that. It's the best one. Like and subscribe for more videos. Peeps, have a good one. Stay creative.